I don't know that there's a way to not feel like I'm dying while I'm working. This might be too much, and I just need you guys to try it. I don't know how people do that. Hello, and welcome to a brand new vlog. So in case you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Diane. I work in film and television as an on-set props person, but I'm also working on becoming a self-published author, and I'm documenting that journey here on YouTube, and you're watching one of my videos. So subscribe if you like the vibe. So my intention with this vlog is to document as much as possible my entire week. Like I mentioned, I work in film and television, which means I am on set for many hours a day, okay? So that means I'm out of the house for all of those hours, plus the time it takes to get to and from set. So typically when I'm working, I don't vlog during the week because I just have enough time to get home from work, go to sleep before I have to wake up again in the morning. But this week, I'm really gonna try to vlog every single day, either before or after work, or both, as much as possible, and I wanna kind of document. I really wanna show you guys what a week in my life looks like. Obviously, I can't film anything while I'm at work, like on set or anything, but I can give you more of a sense of kind of what my day is like as far as the amount of free time that I have, how much time I spend on set, like how my days are and stuff like that. I will try to film as much as possible. I have two main goals for this week, and the first one is to complete a few tasks from my secret project to-do list. I want to complete at least 2 sticky note tasks from that so I can switch over my sticky notes to the done side. I still currently only have 4 on the done side, and I think I still have 13 left on the to-do side. So I want to complete 2 of my tasks for my secret project, and then I also want to start and finish a short story, which is due on the 28th. I'm trying to get it done in time to be able to submit it to a small indie press for this short story anthology that's kind of open to author tubers, so I'm trying to get that done. If not, that's okay. I need to at least start it. I need to start the drafting of it. Those are my goals for the week. Today's Monday, February 20th. There are 8 days left in the month. The submission deadline for the short story is February 28th. So I'm just gonna get as much done as possible. And I'm gonna bring you with me. So welcome to a week in my life. I'm just gonna let you know right now, spoiler, any clip of me you see throughout this work week, I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna look very exhausted. I'm gonna sound exhausted. And I apologize in advance if I don't actually get anything done in this vlog. My umbrella goal for this vlog is to kind of just see how I might be able to balance work and my creative life and other life. Just the balancing part is the hardest, you know, because I haven't been able to yet. I just haven't been able to balance both in a way that makes me feel good. I do want to say though, this year so far has been the best in terms of balancing because I am still able to get some stuff done, which feels really good, but it's just not where it needs to be. You know, I'm still dying. I don't know that there's a way to not feel like I'm dying while I'm working. It just is what it is. But if I can be dying but also getting some creative work done, like more creative work done than I've been able to do so far, I'd be more okay with that. The dying would be more worth it. Start and finish a short story, complete 2 tasks from my list of things to do for my secret project, and just try to work on balancing my work and creative life. All right, onto some editing and maybe some forensic files or some sort of movie on in the background, and then some brainstorming for my short story. So it's a little bit later. It's 6:48 p.m. right now. I have just been editing. I'm barely in. I'm like a minute 18 into this new vlog. So I've been editing. I made dinner. I really just wanted to update because I wanted to remind you guys about this dish. It doesn't look like much. I've already eaten most of it. It's rice, a small can of tuna, some mayo, spicy mayo, soy sauce, sesame seeds, green onions. Mix it all together and then just eat it with like seaweed. Just scoop it up with the seaweed. So good, you know, like so good. And I just need you guys to try it, please. Just try it. Try it and let me know how good it is, if you like it or not. So I decided instead of watching Forensic Files and stuff, which I've been watching a lot more of lately, I decided to watch Cutthroat Kitchen instead while I did my editing and my dinner eating. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna edit for at least another hour, and then I'll switch over to a little bit of short story brainstorming while I do a little bit of stuff that I gotta submit and do for work. So I'm gonna do all that, and then I wanna go to bed by I wanna be in bed by 11. I woke up late today. I slept in a little bit more today, so I don't know that I'll be going to sleep early enough. I do need to wake up at 5 a.m., but it's just gonna be one of those nights where I go to sleep at like 1 probably, and then wake up at 5, and then that'll start my week off just lovely. I'll let you know what time I end up falling asleep and what time I wake up and stuff. I want to document this week as much as possible to just see how much free time I actually have to be able to manage. This is a lesson in time management, okay? My time management skills are they've never been good. They're not good. They're getting better, I think. This is probably the best that they've been, but it's definitely a goal of mine to get a lot better with time management, especially because I don't have a lot of free time. You know, but even when I do have a lot of free time, I'm still not good with time management, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, time management, cutthroat kitchen, food, editing, story brainstorming. It's gonna be so good. Good morning. So it's about 5:35 a.m. I'm running a couple minutes behind, so I need to hurry up. But the drive to work this morning is about 50 minutes. I went to bed much later than I had hoped, but I knew I was gonna go to bed late because I woke up late. But the good news is I managed to finish a complete rough cut of my next vlog, so that's really exciting. I will check in later when I get home from work. I don't know what time that'll be. I want to say it'll be at least like 9 p.m. Hopefully earlier. I'll see you then. Okay, so I am back home from work. I got home at about 8:15. That puts me at roughly 15 hours out of the house. So needless to say, I am quite tired, although today was actually a fairly easy day. I managed to get a little bit of work done during the day. Very little, but I did work on a few things that I meant to work on tonight when I got home from work, so I have those things pretty much checked off for the day. I am going to do a little bit more work on my secret project. I need to still submit some stuff for work, and then I also want to work on a video edit, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of that tonight after I've eaten. And tomorrow I actually start the day with an appointment. I have a doctor's appointment at 8:30, and then I got to go straight to work because we start shooting at 9:30. That means I need to be up tomorrow by like 7. So that gives me enough time to get ready and go to the doctor. I had a really rough physical health day today at work, not feeling well at all. I'm glad that it was a bit of a lighter day and I was able to spend some time on the truck and doing some work and stuff and just crouching in the fetal position in pain. Tomorrow we're back at the studio and it's also a bit of a lighter day. It's not super heavy, not a lot of background. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish this real quick. I'm gonna watch an episode or two of Cutthroat Kitchen, do a little bit of editing. I did manage to write a few notes for my short story. I'm still kind of not quite sure what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm gonna work a little bit on my edit right after I finish eating, and then I'm gonna do probably a little bit of short story-ish work, a little bit of secret project work and short story work, and then just call it a night because I am quite sleepy. I'm sure within the next half hour or so I'll be starting to get restless and just ready for bed. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can, but I am feeling pretty good about today. I'm glad that I'm only working 4 days this week because I'm already just tired. I just want to stay home. I just want to be home with my rats, doing some writing and YouTube. And anyway, I will check in tomorrow before I head out of the house, and yeah, we'll just do the same thing over again tomorrow. Good morning. So today is Wednesday, February 22nd. Hello, I'm awake. Okay, it's about 7:30. Not that early, but I'm really sleepy because I went to bed at, I don't know, it was around midnight. It wasn't bad. I didn't have the best sleep. I had a dream that I had a bald spot right here. That wasn't great. I had like a really long dream. Like I just felt like I was dreaming a lot all night. Anyway, super sleepy, but now it's time to get ready to go to my doctor's appointment, and then I gotta go to work. My stomach's hurting. I'm just not feeling well. That's what we're doing. Last night I ended up just working on editing. That's okay. I think at lunch today I'm gonna try to work on secret project stuff and then short story stuff. That's the plan. So, yeah, I'll update you later on. It's about 12:30 a.m. I got home from work a little while ago, about 11:15, 11:20. So long day. We're on the road tomorrow, so I need to wake up at least 9, the latest. I'll try to get up a little bit earlier because I do want to try to get some work done before I go to work. Today I managed to do some work on my secret project during my lunch break, and I also did a tiny bit of work on my short story. I definitely don't think it'll be done in time to meet the deadline to be able to submit to the anthology, but that's okay. It was kind of fun. I started kind of pantsing a little bit, like the first little, I don't know. I'm working through it, so that was fun. And now I'm gonna do another 5 minutes or so of editing and then get ready for bed. Good morning. So it's the next day. It's the 23rd of February, and I need to be at work for 11:18. We had a bit of a snowstorm last night, so I need to give myself enough time. So we're working downtown today. It's gonna be quite a heavy day as far as props, especially the later half of the day. So I won't be bringing my laptop to do any work work at lunch, and I'm gonna be very tired when I get home because it's gonna be a bit of a wrap out tonight. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work before I head to work. I have about 40 minutes before I need to kind of really get ready for work. So I'm gonna spend most of that time doing a bit of work and then maybe a little bit of tidying because there are some dishes that I need to wash in the sink. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that and then heading to work for quite a few hours today. The good thing about working downtown, like when we shoot downtown, is that usually it's near like a place where we can go for lunch and have like a civilized sit-down lunch. So that's always the thing I look forward to when we're doing any sort of downtown days, because otherwise I can't stand shooting downtown. All right, I'm gonna get to work. It is 3:42 in the morning. I just got home from work. I have been out of the house for roughly 16 and a half hours. I worked for 15 and a half of those hours roughly, and I'm tired. It has been a day. It was like a big kind of prop day, so there was a big cleanup after, and I am so exhausted, and I have to be at work tomorrow for 12:30, so I need to head to bed. I have some good news though, okay? I managed, so I'm pretty sure I vlogged it, but earlier before I started work, I did a little bit of editing and a little bit of secret project work, and then while I was at work, I had to key the first scene that we had of the day. There were no resets or anything. I just kind of had to watch the monitors and make sure that everything was cool. So I had a bit of downtime while we were filming, and I managed to work on my short story. I still don't think that I'll have it finished in time to be able to submit, but I am gonna keep trying. So while I was at work, I managed to write about 900 words, which is pretty cool, and I'm realizing that I'm pretty sure the cutoff is like 5,000 words. I can't go more than 5,000 words for the short story. I think I definitely tend to be a little bit long-winded, so my main challenge I think with this short story is keeping it short and like making it concise, and just, you know, it's been a long time since I've written a short story, so I'm not super well versed in it, and you know, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge to get the form right and to make it work. And I'm basically pantsing it. I did make a few notes at the top of the page, just kind of, you know, who the main character was and a couple notes like that. But I've pretty much been pantsing it. I don't know how it ends. I know most of it. I don't really know kind of what I'm saying, you know, or the question that I'm posing. Like I'm not quite sure yet. But it's turning into essentially what I imagine the sequel to the horror novella that I want to write as well would be. So it's the same characters from the horror novella, but 3 years later in this very rough pantsed draft. And now I'm gonna go to bed because I am so tired. What a day. It was quite the day today, and I'm definitely ready for bed. I'm so hungry, but I don't have the time or energy to eat, so I'm just gonna take my makeup off, get into bed, and try to sleep as much as possible. I'm very proud of myself for working on my short story while I was at work today. That felt really good. I'm loving having Google Docs on my phone. It's lovely. Okay, I'm going to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm like blending in on my shirt. Dead of winter skin. Hello, this is gonna be a quick update because I'm running a little bit late. I gotta go to work. It's 11:52. I worked today at 12:30. Super tired. I'm exhausted. That is the update. I did a little bit of video editing before work. I didn't have time to do very much else. I couldn't wake up any earlier than like 10:30, and I didn't have a very good sleep. So today's gonna be a long day. My goal is to work on my short story over lunch, and yeah. Well, I just realized you can really see the mess behind me. I'm off to work now. I need to stop and get gas before I head out because I'm on empty. So I will see you in 14 to 16 hours. Hello, I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. I got home from work about 1 a.m. I managed to do the final watch through of my vlog, so that's all ready to upload tomorrow. But yeah, that's all done. I did a little bit, the tiniest bit, 2 sentences of work on my short story, but that still counts. Otherwise, I'm super tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, and then tomorrow I'll do a bit of a kind of wrap up of the week. Hello, so today is Sunday, it's February 26th. I have a lot to do today and not a lot of time. It's about 9:45 right now. I woke up later than I had intended. I woke up at about 8:30. I wanted to wake up at 7:30, shower, do my hair, do all that stuff. Didn't have enough time, so I'm gonna do that later on tonight, and I'm just gonna get started on all the things that I wanna get done today. So yesterday I spent half of the day cleaning and tidying my apartment, and then the second half of the day my friend came over, so we just hung out. So I didn't do any vlogging or any writing or anything last night, which means that a bunch of the things from my to-do list yesterday have all kind of been piled into today. So my plan for today, the first thing I gotta do is go get groceries. I've been out of a lot of things for the last like 2 weeks. I haven't gone like proper grocery shopping. I need to switch over my calendar for March, my birthday month, very exciting. I need to work on my bullet journal for March. I want to do a little bit of work on my short story. I have almost 1,000 words in my short story. It's, you know, I've decided, guys, it's not gonna be ready. It won't be ready for submission. That's okay. I am still gonna finish it. Let me know if you guys would want to read it or anything. It's my first short story in many, many years. It's not gonna be good, but I am willing to share it with you guys if that's something that you want. You know, I've been thinking a little bit more recently about Patreon and starting a Patreon and what I might offer. I feel like I don't have anything to offer, but I'm thinking about, I have some thoughts about potentially starting a Patreon where I kind of share short stories and like little things on there. I don't know. I mean, it won't be for a while, but I have been thinking a little bit more about that, so let me know if you'd be interested in reading the short story. My like practice writing, like all of my little writing projects, my little one-off things. I might kind of make a place for that maybe on my Patreon in one of the tiers or whatever. I don't know yet. But whatever I decide, and if you guys are interested, I can share that in some capacity. We'll figure it out. So I kind of want to work a little bit on that. I don't even know the ending yet. I'm basically pantsing it, which is very interesting, and it's fun, but I'm also getting a little bit nervous now because I'm like, I don't even know. And I'm doing this because I've mostly written it on my phone while I was at work this past week. But yeah, I'm writing it, and I'm like, I don't even really know how this ends. I don't know how people do that. Like, it's really fun, but it also gives me a little bit of anxiety. I like it. I don't know if I like it. I kind of like it. Anyway, don't quite know how it ends yet, and that's part of the reason why I don't think it'll be ready. Like, I don't have enough time to kind of work through it. I didn't give myself enough time to work through it. Otherwise, another big goal that I have for today is to figure out my read-through strategy for the second draft of Ben. I want to start reading Ben March 1st. Like, I want to get in there and start the read-through of Ben. So I need to figure out that whole situation, what my process is going to be, what I'm going to be looking for exactly, or at least kind of a general, I'm just going to start reading. You know, I'm just going to start reading, but I'd like to assign each highlight color to a certain thing that I'm looking for. So I'm going to do a little bit of thinking on that and then let you guys know what I decide to do. I also need to do some secret project and secret project adjacent work today. I need to kind of review what my goals are and stuff on that. I know I'm behind on the timeline that I had set for myself at the beginning of the year, so I need to figure some things out. I have worked on it a little bit over the last couple weeks since I've been working, so I'm feeling pretty good about the progress, but it's not quite where I need it to be. So I'm gonna be working on those things, and yeah. And then I gotta go see my parents because I miss them, and I haven't seen them yet this weekend, so I need to go see them tonight. And then wash my hair and do my hair and sleep so I can wake up tomorrow at 5 a.m. and be at work downtown for 6 a.m. The good thing about an early call time is that it usually means you kind of get out a bit earlier because 12 to 14 hours from, 7 a.m. is still not bad. It's still, you still get a little bit of evening. So, looking forward to that. Okay, I've been talking way too much. Now I need to go get groceries and come home and do life things. It's about 11:30 and I'm gonna put my groceries away, eat some food, and then get started on my calendar thing and my bullet journal. I bought this, which I haven't had in a long time. It's just this little like parfait thing, and it's damn delicious. Bought some seaweed snacks for my tuna bowls. I really need to set aside a weekend where I do nothing but home stuff, like just me stuff. Because lately I've been spending my weekends kind of, there's like half a day to a day for myself, and then the other half is, spending time with people and visiting family and stuff like that. So as much as I love that, and that's very much a priority for me, I think I need a weekend or two where I just don't make plans with anybody. I'll still go see my parents, but that only takes about an hour or an hour and a half out of my day. But I think definitely I need to spend a little bit more time because I'm still doing my deep clean. I mean, I'm not doing my deep clean because I haven't been deep cleaning, but I still need to finish my deep clean. I need to just get on it with my deep clean. I need to finish it, okay? I need to finish it. I also need to clean out my fridge because I don't know what's good in there. I don't know what's bad in there, but I'm sure that there are quite a few things that are no longer good in there. I feel a little bit better now that I've decided not to try to finish the short story for Tuesday. I did really want to do it. Like, I did really want to finish it just to feel that like feeling of accomplishment and like submit. But because submitting isn't a priority for me this year, I feel totally okay with not submitting and then just kind of taking my time with the short story, because I haven't written a short story in a long time and I need to get used to it again and kind of learn about it again and figure things out. So I'm really glad that I attempted to submit to the publication, because that really gave me a push to start the short story. But I think rushing to finish the short story just to be able to submit by the deadline isn't really helpful. The main reason I even considered doing it is because I wanted to work on my writing and, you know, work on different forms of storytelling and just work on my craft in general. So I'm doing that and I'm feeling really good about it. How is that asparagus still good? I've had this asparagus forever. I'm a single person. How am I supposed to get through all this asparagus? Unless I'm eating asparagus like every day. Rice. Okay, I'm gonna make some breakfast right now and then I'm gonna get to work on switching over my calendar and starting my March bullet journal.
I know I'm hard to love. I can never get enough. But then sometimes you're too much. I'm down, then I'm up. I know I'm hard to love. I know I'm hard to please. I'm never happy, it seems. But you put my heart at ease when it's crashing like the seas. I know I'm hard to please. But baby, if it were easy, you know that we would be miserable.
Okay, so I finished with my bullet journal. I switched over my calendar to March, wrote everything in that I needed, and now I am currently working on figuring out a game plan for how I want to do my read-through of Ben, which I will be starting on March 1st. So far, I've just kind of started these little revision key legend things. Basically, I have the sticky note and the highlight colors, and I'm just gonna go through and decide what each thing means. So anything highlighted in yellow will mean a certain thing. Anything tabbed with pink will mean a certain thing. This might be too much, like I might have a little too much, but I figured I would start here. So I'm actually watching some videos and reading some stuff online about developmental edits and kind of what to look for. I'm realizing that I might need to do more than one read-through for Ben, because I think the first read-through will be more reading through the story with sort of a wider lens and just taking in the whole story, and then I think I need to do another read-through to get a little bit more into the nitty-gritty. I definitely don't want to overwhelm myself with, this whole system and trying to look for every little thing, but I do want to make this read-through really productive and kind of really look at the book critically and see what major changes I need to make. I feel like draft 3 is going to be the bulk of the major changes, and then the next draft after that will be more of like a line editing situation where things are in place and now I just need to make it sound good. It's really hot in my apartment. I don't need to be wearing this sweater. But yeah, it's about 2:30 right now. I'm going to continue to kind of go through this stuff and figure out exactly what I'm going to be looking for in this draft and how I want to tab it and highlight it and all that stuff. And then I have a bunch of other stuff that I need to work on today, including going and visiting my parents. So I'll be going through the results and kind of what my game plan is in my vlog where I actually start the read-through of Ben, which will be my next vlog. As far as my goals for February, I only really reached like 1 or 2 of them. I did manage to post at least 2 videos a month in February. I wanted to finish reading 2 books this month, but I only managed to finish the one, which is fine, and that was Home by Trinity Lem. I'm currently working through Better Together. I'm 57 pages in right now. I just started kind of reading it a little bit at night before bed. As far as secret project stuff, I have made some progress, not nearly enough, but I'm working on that. As far as the progress I made on my short story this week, I managed to write 944 words. That's almost 1,000 words of a completely new project that is not Ben. That is the most I've done in like the last 3 years at least. So that feels really good, and I'll talk a little bit more about my short story, especially because I won't be submitting it to the publication. I'll be able to take my time with it and just really work on my writing craft and learning more about short stories again. It's really making me want to revisit my novella, my short script idea from school. This is based on that story. It's a couple years later. So it's getting me in that whole headspace of that stuff, and I'm excited to eventually work on that as well. As far as my kind of paranormal romance, I have not worked on it at all. Too many other things going on. Work, as you saw from this week, I have very little time before and after work during the week because I need time to sleep, and I'm very, very tired. I did my best. I felt really good about this week, okay? I managed to do work before actually leaving for work on 2 of the days. I think I started late enough in the day where I had a little bit of time before work, so I did. Mainly it was video editing, which is great because I make YouTube videos, and that's something that I love to do and that I need to get done. So that felt really good. And I did most of my short story writing on my phone at work, kind of like in between setups and between takes and stuff. That felt really good. I did a little bit of work over lunch, not too much because certain days we were on the road, so we would like go out for lunch, so I didn't have all of lunchtime to myself. Overall, I think I did pretty well with the time and energy that I had left over outside of work. So I'm proud of myself. Things definitely change week to week, but I feel like I managed to do a decent job with balancing work and my creative endeavors and things that I want to do. I'd like to figure out a way to do even better. But right now, I'm very grateful for what I managed to do last week. And I'm going to continue to just kind of maintain this balance, or kind of balance, because I feel really productive when I manage to do a little bit of work throughout my work week instead of kind of piling it all on to my weekends, which are just not long enough. They're not long enough. I'm tired. I need sleep. I need to do like home things, maintenance, laundry, and all that stuff. Very little time. There's very little extra time, but I feel good that I'm prioritizing my creative work and my writing and YouTube and all that stuff. It feels so good to prioritize that. If you're watching this and you also work a full-time job and are trying to write or do write and you're publishing, I applaud you. It is hard. It is very hard when you're working a lot and you have other responsibilities and things, and you're also just tired because you're a human being. I'm going to continue to work on that balance and try to figure out new ways and different ways that I can take care of myself, work, and create, Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your February went. Let me know what you're writing. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what you're watching, all that stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.